What's up, YouTube? RC Bustin' Out over here with another video. Got some upgrades going on, some stuff I want to show you guys that I'm going to be doing in the starting probably today, actually. For this guy, my little 5-year-old's Bandit that I modified with the chassis for the Rustler. I wound up replacing. You can see those, but these are the high hardened nitride covered shock rods because he bent crap out of the both rear so bad. Ironically, the front ones were not bent, and you would think that 9 out of 5 in an accident you're gonna hit front first and most likely bent these guys out of shape, but no, he managed somehow to bent these pretty good. And as you can see, he got nothing left of his wing. He does bash this car pretty hard, so I was like, you know what, let me just get the hardened ones. So I just replaced all of those. Nice new shock fluid. The thing is really nice now. And I'm going to be upgrading the rear shock tower to the Integy aluminum. Front shock tower also Integy aluminum, and the rear A-arms. Because I'm already noticing the same problem that I had on my Rustler, that I had RPMs. They were bending and start getting a toe out, which you really don't want. You want a nice toe in. So that's what I have going on with this guy for now. This guy had an interesting little project. So before you guys grab some tomatoes and potatoes to throw at me and wonder what the heck am I doing, this is all in the name of proving sorry, whether the GoolRC 60 amp is actually good or not. I mean, this kid, you can tell that everything is still intact and nice and shiny. He rarely ever uses it, so I'm going to use it as a guinea pig, and I'm going to go ahead and test ride it without a cover and keeping the fire extinguisher also by the side. But honestly, I think there's been a lot of mixed feelings about these GoolRC's ESC, and a lot of people are either A, not using the proper discharge rate battery, B, also using the internal BEC, which once you start using the internal BEC, if it has a crappy BEC, it's going to cause your ESC to heat up as well. So what I wound up actually doing is I put the Hobby Wing external BEC. I have under that a cap pack that came with my Easy Run Max 8 ESC. So that's all separated. So now this is powering up my receiver, is powering up my servo, so that's all separate. So there's a lot less stress on that. And the other thing is some people like to either overgear or not put the proper motor. So I'm using this guy right now, and I found out that with this motor, for some reason, this thing starts stuttering a little bit at takeoff, and then it just takes off like a bat out of hell. But I can hook up this same ESC and wire it to this Castle motor, and this Castle motor will perform perfectly fine. I can take this ESC, connect it to this motor, and it runs perfectly fine. So the ESC is good because it drives that motor fine, and the motor is good because I can drive it with this ESC, the quick run 120 amp ESC, with no issue. But the minute I combine these two together, now granted this ESC also has adjustable timing, so I don't know if that has something to do with it. It's just a 10.5 turn motor, is 3800 kV. So I'm looking into getting possibly actually a GoolRC motor. I want to go ahead and probably go full GoolRC on this guy and see if it's actually worth spending the money on something like that for a low budget. So that if you guys are looking for a low budget combo ESC and motor, I mean, I picked up this guy for like $25, and I can get anything from like a 3900 kV or a 4200, I believe, or 4300 kV motor for like probably like 25-30 bucks for the GoolRC. So I don't know, I thought I'd go ahead and experiment and just probably do open runs with open cover and keep a real close eye on the ESC, but on the quick run that I did with that, even though it was stuttering just to take off, but once it took off, then it went fine. It was completely super cool. Motor was cool, ESC was cool. So it could be on how you're running this. Some people say they've ran these GoolRC brushless motor with no issue for quite some time, like a couple years. So like I said, it might be a user error, or it could be just a crappy ESC that it's a crapshoot and you don't know what you're going to get. But we'll find out, and it's going to be all for the purpose of experimenting and reviewing and see if it's worth it or not. And on this guy, we have Mamba Monster 2. I'm going to go ahead and replace the ESC on this guy and put that puppy in. And the nice thing is that I measured the ESC, and it's like literally almost exact dimension of the original BXL 185 Armma ESC that's in there. So there should be a nice, quick, easy drop-in. I just have to order a few connectors. I'm going to make up another cap pack like the one that I put in my Rustler to make sure that things are running nice and smooth. I'm debating whether to go with XT90s or grab some EC5s for the for that guy, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. So that's some of the stuff that I got going on. If you guys have any questions, you know I get back to you. Leave them down below in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And like my little one says, how do you say that?
And click the bell button.
Yep. Click the bell button. And to those who have subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate it. And I'm going to keep these videos coming. I yet have to make the MIP drive shafts for the Rustler video. Wound up losing power for almost a week. We got power back last week after that tropical storm Isaiah that came through here. And then I just came back from camping also. So it's been a little interesting past couple weeks. But here we are again. So again, guys, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Ciao.